Hello and welcome to IGCSE Sudarshan Studio. This is your host, Mr. Sudarshan, and today it's very important podcast, and that is about how the global educators are changing the world. Today's podcast title is Ignite Social Change: Teaching for a Better World. Let's dive into the topic of how inspiring global citizen teaching for social change. The challenges facing the world today demand a new kind of education, and this podcast will exactly give you the pointers here how educators can inspire global citizen and foster social change in that classroom, right? And let's move into this outlines of this podcast here. The urgent need for the global citizen. The world faces interconnected challenges like, for example, here climate change, inequality, global pandemic, and political instability. Traditional education system often fail to equip students with the skill needed to address this challenge. Today's parrot reading or dump kind of education, dump in the sense is without any skill, without any thinking process, such kind of education will not effectively tackle the situation that we are having, like for example here global warming, inequality, climate change. For that you require a new kind of skill. The need for a new kind of education that foster critical thinking, a collaboration, empathy is a paramount. Empathy is a very small word, but it plays a very crucial role in education. Now, next move to the topic is inspiring global citizen in the classroom. Those tiny tots which are there in your class, how are you going to involve them? How are you going to inspire them to be a global citizen? Empowering student with a global perspective, integrative, diverse perspective, explore interconnection, and embrace intellectual dialogue. So involve them in such kind of activities where the students or the learners are exploring themselves. They are in contact of the nature. They are learning from the nature, from the relationship, from their friends, peers, and of course from you. Foster activity citizenship. Encourage critical thinking, problem solving, and community engagement. Cultivate empathy and social responsibility. Do promote understanding of global issues, ethical decision making, and sense of shared humanity. Make them to engage in such a kind of activity where they are being respectful to the elders, where they feel that they are responsible for their own act. Let them realize this. Realization, empathy, and the love is very important, both imparting from the educator side as well as from the parental side. Let's move to the next topic, that is teaching for social change. Integrating social justice into curriculum. Explore historical and contemporary issue. Challenge systematic inequalities and empower students to become agents of change. Embracing project based learning. Now what's this embracing project? It is encouraging students to research, analyze, and design solution to real world challenge. It's not just like you just copy from the chat GPT or from the Google and present your topic. It's okay sometimes that you can do that, but it's not completely rely on the AI and do the project. The student should have that critical thinking, he should have, or he or she should have the problem solving kind of understanding that at real life what are the problems that they are facing at their level and how can they overcome with the help of technology or with any other perspective here. Okay, partnering with the communities, and this is very important where the student actually are in the real world. Connect student with local and global organization to gain practical experience and contribute to positive change. Most of the school do that. They actually have a community, global and local, both, where the student can actually have in-hand activities so that he or she can learn the problems that the world is facing and actually work on such issues. Let's move to the next one, and that's about tool and resources for educators. So as an educator, where do you find such kind of resources and from what tools that you are going to use it? Online platform platforms and resources, exploring platforms like Global Citizen, UNESCO, and the United Nations to access educational material and connect with the global community. Collaboration here. Let's see the collaboration learning tool. Utilize technology like Google Classroom, Padlet, and Zoom to foster it. Collaborate and communicate within and access classroom. Even you can actually play some online games with all over the world, and you can create the awareness regarding this. That's a very good thing. Actually, online games also do this one educational way. Now, moving to the next tool is empowering student voice. Encourage student to share their perspective, organize project, and advocate for change through various channels for social media and online platform, where YouTube or Spotify or lot of other podcasts are there, where you can engage the student, make them to voice it, may raise their voice against any kind of things that they want to actually create an awareness of, or any educational videos, or any their ideas that they want to actually make it local and global, right? So I think that is one of the best thing, podcasting. Let's move to the end of the topic here, the future of education, building a more just a sustainable world. So if we see this, building a more just a sustainable world, the role of educator as game changer. Educator play a crucial role in shaping future generation and inspiring them to create a more just and sustainable world. Call to the action for educators here. Embrace innovative teaching method, engaging with communities, and advocate for policy change and support global citizen education. The power of collective action. Educators and students have to be together and can work together to build a global movement for the social change